Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA Tour 2K25 Career Mode Series video. Today, it is time for the final round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, the Week 5 tournament where Ryan Gamer got off to a great start in round number 1. We upped the difficulty to Master difficulty, and it was definitely a challenge, but it was very rewarding. So posted a 6 under in the first round. We were tied for third place, one off the leader. Now, it is very important to point out, every video up to this point was based on the Deluxe and Legend Edition Early Access version of the game. This video is being recorded on Standard Edition launch day, February 28th, 2025. You're likely not to see this until probably March 17th or later, and that is because, as all of you all know at this point, I am on paternity leave. I'm planned to be off for about 2 weeks to 3 weeks. I'll be back for March 14th for MLB The Show 25, but the golf content will still be recorded ahead of time. I'll be focusing mostly on MLB The Show. So I say that to say that all the other videos for this past time were on the pre-Standard Edition launch edition of the game, pre-patch. So what they did was, hopefully by the time you're watching this, this has already been changed a little bit, and hopefully it's reverted, because at the point I'm playing this, you're going to see a much different version of the game. I'm going to talk about that all during this round of golf. So many of you have been waiting for this episode, right? You've watched this series, you're like, I'm having a blast with the game, and you can see the mechanics. You're like, this is not the same game I'm playing. Well, the reason is, obviously, you all know the reason. Because I'm off right now, and these videos have been recorded in advance. This is the first video I'm recording on the new patch. So we'll talk about all of that when we get on out to the course today. A lot to talk about during this round. If y'all get some enjoyment, drop a like, subscribe for more. And the main goal today is get a win, right? That is the main goal. Main goal is get a win. I'm not going to let the changes to all the mechanics make me lower the difficulty or change anything. I'm staying on master difficulty. One change I am going to do is actually turn on the shot trajectory, because the draw and fade mechanics have been completely changed with the Evo swing. It is much more challenging now. If you thought it was hard before, well, if you play this game, you already know. So I'm going to turn on the Pro Vision to aim only, because you're going to want to see the changes, and so I can talk about that. And I need to play more with it on, especially after the new changes. Now, with this patch also came a respec. So apparently there was a bug, and if you experienced the bug, you were allowed to put more in one stat, like 2 to 4 more points in one stat, and it didn't decrease another stat. So if you had that bug, they reset your character. So Ryan Gamer was reset, so now you can see the respec version of Ryan here. So all I did, we had the same number of skill points spent. It was a free respec. It gave me them all back to owned AP, and I had to reallocate them. So here's the new version of Ryan Gamer. So power dropped big time. This was the one we had more in. We were 94 contact and 52 power. So now the max we can get in power is 48 instead of 52. So it's off by 4. So we experienced the bug, and so they reset it. So it makes sense, right, that they reset everybody's. But you notice I reallocated to 43 power, 94 contact, 73 swing path, 80 correction. So contact, swing path, correction were all the same. Shaping is still 65. Recovery is still 48. Rhythm is still 59. Transition is 64. What I improved, you can see it at the bottom. Putt weight, putt rhythm, putt contact, and putt path. I really feel like Ryan needs all the help in the world on putting, especially on master difficulty. So yeah, made some changes here. So that is the new build for Ryan Gamer. We had to respec. We had too much power, more than you were supposed to. Lowered it down, and you can see instead of hitting it 280, now we hit it 271. Now, I did not make any other changes to the golf bag, and no changes have been made to the skills after the last episode. We will make changes to these after this one and before the next tournament. But it's time for the final round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am at Pebble Beach Golf Links. Ryan Gamer is sitting tied for third place, 6 under par, 1 stroke off the leader. It's time to have an electric final round. This series has been all awesome so far. So many intense moments, but no round is going to be as tough as this one. This round is coming after I played pre-patch on February 27th. Post-patch now on February 28th. Only a couple rounds with the new changes. I'm going to talk about them all in this round. There are a lot of changes. Now, by the time you're watching this, a lot of this stuff could have already been reverted. But at the time I'm recording it, this is the day one patch, and this is how the game plays on February 28th, 2025 for Standard Edition full release. Let's do this, everybody. Let's dive on in and see if we can play some high-level golf here at Pebble Beach Golf Links. We're still on Master difficulty, and just got to lock it in. Justin Thomas at the top. Ryan Gamer in second place. We got medium winds, firm and fast fairways, medium fast green speeds, the same as the last round. Let's play some high-level golf. Why are we still on pin location number 1? Do you all see that? So it's supposed to be final round pins. I've noticed that in a couple tournaments, that some tournaments have you play the same pin over and over. So it should be Sunday pins. So you can see at the bottom right, it's pin location number 1 for the final round. So that has to be a bug. Hopefully that's addressed by the time you're watching this. But let's go, everybody.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The dramatic conclusion of the final round is coming up next. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Glad to have you back with us. 7 under sits atop the leaderboard. Let's see how it goes down today on 2K Sports.
It's time. Justin Thomas tied at the top with Caleb Davis at 7 under. We're in the next to last final pairing here. It's going to be a battle. Come on. Still rocking the Sunday red in the final round. We got an ace in this outfit at Pinehurst. I don't think we can change it. So here we go. Okay, so before we start this round, it is important for me to talk about the changes right now for the day 1 patch. This is as of February 28th, 2025. I don't know if they've reverted any of this or what they've changed. So this is specifically with the swing. You saw at the end of the last episode, they changed the amount of VC you get per round very extensively, and it cost 175 VC to get your player better versus 125. So we learned that at the end of the last episode, episode 14. But here in episode 15, they completely revamped the swing and they made it more challenging. So if you're playing on pro difficulty or above, you already know that you got to swing diagonally. Every player has a draw bias or fade bias. I have a fade bias, so I have to swing outside in on the Evo swing. So it turns out what a lot of players were doing is they learned and realized that if you move the shot shaping to the right as a fade preference player, to the left as a draw player, you could hit a straight shot. But there was no penalty to doing that, and what it did, it made that outside in swing that was diagonal, it made it more vertical. So it allowed them to hit kind of a straight up and down shot without penalty. So to balance that, what they ended up doing was, although it breaks immersion of the Evo swing, right? Because if I'm swinging a fade, you can see if I'm doing a heavy fade, I've got to swing way outside in. An outside in swing leads to a fade. But if I move it from a heavy fade to a straight shot now, I'm still swinging outside in. So it's immersion breaking for the Evo swing. They did it for balancing, right? So that you couldn't just move to a straight shot every time and dominate it without penalty. So I think there's other ways you could adjust it though, and we'll see how it is by the time you all are watching this video. But I feel like if you just shrink the zones to make them smaller to penalize swinging outside of your swing bias so that anything outside of a fade is harder for you to hit instead of having no penalty for it. I think they overcorrected personally on this. So that is the change there. So that's the reason I have this shot marker on today, because as you can see, the diagonal swing plane has completely changed the amount of fade you're putting on the shot. Like, it is a game changer, and it's going to make it so much more challenging, and we'll see if I still enjoy it as much. So now that's just the talk about the Evo swing changes. The swing is more penalizing now. It's always more diagonal. If you have a higher shaping stat or higher correction, of course, it's going to be a little bit straighter. I have 80 correction, as you already saw. So yeah, let's play some golf and win this tournament, though. But honestly, that's not the biggest change in this update. The biggest change is short game. And if you thought short game was hard, as I've talked about how awesome short game was this whole time, well,
second shot here at 1.
Stay tuned. Okay, 159 yards, uphill 7 feet. We got to remember we're in a tournament. I know that patch has just happened, but we're going to win, everybody. And I'm not going to talk about it the whole time. I talked about it at the beginning. I'll talk about the short game changes as we go. And we're going to play golf and battle the challenge. Nice little fade into this one.
This is a 7-iron on the way.
Swing has felt good, though. And here's the thing. I wasn't moving the shot shaping back to central only when I needed to for the shot. I was actually drawing and fading a lot.
How tricky is this one?
So players who were moving straight could be really tough. So players who were used to moving it straight to get a straighter shot, I feel like are really going to struggle after the update. You all have seen my videos. You know, I've actually shot shaped a lot. I shot shape a lot in this game. And my goal was never to get it inside that straight up and down. I was just trying to hit the shot I needed to. If I needed a baby draw, then of course with my player that would make it more vertical, depending on the shot that I needed. So I feel like that helped me because I wasn't relying on it out of trying to hit it straighter, right? I was relying on it on hitting the shot that I needed to hit at that time. So I feel like a lot of players who are playing that way every time, I feel like are really going to struggle after this update. That was such a good putt. Close club face. Welcome to the Gamer Builder YouTube channel.
There from long range, big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Beautiful.
The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
We'll take a par.
Solid par right there.
We know this round's going to be tough.
Here's a look at the updated leaderboard, and he is in 3rd. An opportunity here with a par 5.
Let's hit the send button. That's right. We hit 275 with our club fittings. I thought it was 271 base, but with our club fittings, it's up to 275. It was 281, I think. Well, that was not the best swing, but good thing this fairway's wide open.
That'll play.
It's actually a good thing we can't hit it too far, right?
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only.
That's right. Green. That's right, Henny. And I hope we don't find a bunker anytime soon because, well, how did short game change, Ryan? Well, you all know because you've been playing this game probably for the past 3 weeks. You know how I said full loft and backspin all the time and did that a lot? Well, we won't be saying that anymore. Send this into the hole.
Three wood on the way.
Bounce left.
Golf ball is
You're
sailing
kidding.
right of this
Well,
one.
here you go, everybody.
This is his 3rd.
So, let's talk about the short game changes, everybody. There's a lot of them. For one, you can't hit a spinner shot to 6 to 8 yards anymore. The shortest you can hit a spinner is 25 yards. That's one of the biggest changes for short game. Look what happens when you full loft and backspin a spinner shot. Look at the right side of the screen. So yeah, remember all that full loft and backspin? You all have been watching this over the past 2 weeks and been like, just wait till Ryan gets to the day 1 patch, right? You all were all saying that. Just wait. Some people, new viewers to the channel, were thrown off. How? I probably had a lot of comments here when I'm off for 3 weeks to a month, like, Ryan, how in the world is full loft and backspin not penalizing for you? Well, they changed it. So there's one change. Or for any short game shot, look when I try to look at the tie spinner. Look at a flop shot, which is a shot nobody will hit in this game anyways, even before. This was already impossible anyways, a flop shot. Like, it was impossible. I don't think anybody's going to hit a flop shot in this game. So, those are the changes. So, full loft and backspin is no longer the case. Now, Just wait till you see a bunker shot. So, so yeah, will I be shot shaping on short game? A little bit. Like if I move this a little bit, you see, look, just barely moving the left stick down. You're not going to be able to generate any spin. So I believe this change was to balance your my players and to balance the archetypes. So it makes power more important because power increases spin. It makes shot shaping, the sculptor, more important. So I believe they made all these changes to more balance the in-game stats to make different archetypes more powerful. But I feel like it's going to be very frustrating for players who've been playing this game for 70 hours. To me, at this point, I played it well over 100. And yeah, there's the changes to short game, everybody. I don't know what version of the game you all are playing, but I don't know like what they've changed after this. This could all be changed by the time you're watching this, so, and this could be pointless, but you all will know what it was at one point on episode 15. You all will say in the future, remember episode 15, Ryan? Yeah, I remember episode 15. Let's send this into the hole. Oh, I remember episode 15.
Getting up and down and saving
now,
par.
we were hitting into an upslope there.
And a 4-footer left.
Which means we're able to stop it. But after this new update, not being able to shot shape on a chip shot, if you're hitting into a downslope, good luck. That's a birdie, though.
Things are getting interesting on the leaderboard, and we've got a two-way tie at the top.
We are tied at the
between our
top.
featured player and Ricky Fowler.
Now, it's
Always
important to point out that
your name moving
that's
up
all the changes,
leaderboard, never a
and I'm
bad
not going to
thing.
focus on that a lot
The
throughout
tee
the rest
shot
of this
at
video.
3.
Because that
Nice
could all be
birdie in the last
changed
hole for a
by the
change.
time you're
First
playing
one
this.
of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
So this is when I would move it. Like, I would always move it for the shot I needed. I need to hit a baby draw, right? So a baby draw now, you notice, does not get more central. So to hit like a little bit of a baby draw, I got to do an inside-out swing. Which I know doesn't make any sense, but it was to balance it on pro difficulty and above. I guess I believe that's why. It's definitely going to be confusing for like golfers, like, because the swing, it makes sense. It's like, okay, I got to hit an outside in swing, and it's like, okay, I want to hit it more straight. It's like, well, why am I swinging outside in? It's going to be like counterintuitive. Is that the word? Yeah. So yeah, I've mentioned all the changes. You all can see them now at the time I'm playing it. And I talked about the short game changes, the spinner and all short game. You can't really loft and spin anymore unless you, even if you have high shot shaping, there's still going to be a big penalty. And honestly, I like the short game changes personally. I like the short game changes. Here we go. Because I do think it wasn't penalizing enough to hit full shot shaping from the heavy rough. It should be very penalizing. And this emphasizes recovery stat, right? So here we go. That's perfect.
This one's going right there.
I'm glad I found my swing, though.
Really like that play. Now a good look at the hole.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
I am so glad
Opportunity to make birdie.
I am so glad I challenged myself to swing with the Evo swing and do a shot shape that was required on the shot instead of making it straight every time, because I would have been lost. Because now I know the swing. So I've been hitting the swing the whole time and been mixing up different angles. And
our featured player is currently tied for first.
I do feel bad for players who were hitting more of a straight shot, just naturally or just wanted to hit it straight. And going into this version, it's just like, I'm sure their scores dropped from like 1 under to like 15 over. Because you basically have to relearn the muscle memory. 345 uphill 18 feet into 7-mile-per-hour wind. Send it. Tied for first with Ricky Fowler, everybody. That's beautiful.
This one appears to be fairway bound.
.277
at 8 under par.
68 yards up the slope, uphill 10 feet. And I think we got to go approach shot. Yep, approach shot. And into the wind. If I aim like 74, this is going to be perfect. Just don't hit it into the ocean. And a high correction stat is so important, everybody. 80 correction is my sweet spot for all my players,
Really
that you
well
can
played.
get 80 correction.
And now an opportunity for birdie at the fourth hole.
You can do it with fittings, you know, however you need to get to 80. It is for me,
This one from 4 feet away.
so important when you're playing on pro or above. That 80 correction is my sweet spot for the swing. It makes the swing natural for me. It's what I played the most on for like 100 hours of this game. And it's why, even with those changes, that it doesn't really throw me off very much. Now, the short game changes, well, yeah. 3 under, everybody. Are you kidding me?
He moves to 9 under par.
Let's go. Caleb Davis, 9 under. Ryan Gamer, 9 under. Tommy Fleetwood, Ricky Fowler.
Let's go to the par 3 fifth hole.
So I think I have a good idea. So basically, a baby draw is on the right middle of the ball. And as I shift over to the different swing, it's like a little bit of a draw. And if I do max draw, it's like that. So I don't think I need the shot trajectory anymore. I was just on to kind of prove to you all what the changes were. Basically, when you move to a more diagonal swing, like in real life, you have to hit a big outside in swing. There's different ways you can set up the shot. You don't have to hit a big fade in real life by only doing an outside in. There's different ways to hit a draw in real life. But the immersion breaking part of the Evo swing is this part. When you get back to central, you're still hitting an outside in swing, but that's to balance the game on higher difficulty levels is the reason they have that. Because if you're playing on lower difficulty settings, you're not even going to have the diagonal swing anyways, so you're not even going to notice that. Then when you switch to a draw, it's back to an inside-out swing for a draw, which makes sense for a swing path to contact to hit a draw. The only immersive breaking part of the Evo swing is right in the central part that they did for balancing. I guess they could have made the penalty much bigger when you're in this in-between zone, right? That'd be a way to kind of make it a little more immersive, hard to hit outside your swing, but I don't know. It's tough to balance, right? So let's turn off that shot trajectory now that we have a better understanding of the changes that happened. Episode 15 is going to be a memorable episode in this series. This is the episode you all been waiting on for weeks, right? Ryan, have you seen the day 1 patch yet? It's March 15th. Yeah, I did. I saw it on February 28th, but I'm gone, everybody. I'm on vacation. Is it vacation? Paternity leave? I don't think I know many friends who have called it vacation. The adjustment of a newborn baby? Is it called that? I don't know about that, but what I'm going to do is hit a baby draw here. I'm going to hit a baby draw and an outside in swing. Huh?
Playing the draw shot here.
That's perfect.
Opting for the 4-iron
But
here.
you can see, I've got that swing down.
In this wind, what that says to me is he
Took a
struck
lot of
that
work.
good.
I love draw and fade, though. Like, I love it.
Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
I love a birdie putt, Henny.
Nice one.
See why we
Fourth
focused
birdie
on
of
our
the day.
putting stats? You see the
And with
difference?
that hole behind us, our featured player is currently in first place.
Glad they gave us
Tommy
that free
Fleetwood in
respec.
second.
Pin under.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
They made me mad with the VC changes at the end of the last episode. They made me mad with the progression changes in the career mode. You make Orion mad. You just wait. You wake them up. Somebody said on episode 1, you need to play more angry. You need to get mad. Okay, this one's for you. We're gonna get mad. Mad. 54 VC per round. You make, I means 4 rounds to spend 1 attribute points. Take it out on the golf ball. 4 rounds to spend
Oh,
1
bright swing
attribute
there.
points. You gotta get mad. You gotta get angry, Ryan.
Lining up
I
here
don't
after a
think
bunch
those
of
VC
birdies,
changes
Rich.
are going to stay.
Good start to the
Like,
day. Let's hope they can keep
I
up
think
the
by
good
the time
form.
you're like watching this video and you all can laugh when you watch it, like Ryan, they never changed it. It's like, oh, just wait till Ryan sees it. But there's no way you're going to only get 54 VC. They took all the quest rewards for career mode. They took VC out of it. So you only get experience. So what's going to happen to new players if they don't change this outside February 28th? Well, what's going to happen is those new players after 60, if they do 2-round tournaments, 32 weeks, that's 64 rounds of golf. They're going to complete a lot of quests, but those quests basically only give you experience now. You no longer get VC for completing them like you did in early access. So you're going to level up a lot. You're going to get a lot of attribute points, but you're only going to get enough VC, a little over 3,000, to spend 19 of your attribute points. You're probably going to have like 70. We learned that at the end of the last episode, and I learned that after it. And I don't think that's going to stay. There's no way. New players are going to get so frustrated. I think they're going to change that very quickly, because new players after one season in the career mode are going to be like, well, I don't want to play the other modes. I just want to play
Standing
career.
over this one, and it's a very
And I
long
don't
putt.
have enough VC. So I don't think that's going to be here by the time you're watching this. Let's send this in for Eagle, everybody. Right to left, left to right. Just misread it. Putting stats are a game changer, everybody.
Putting
You
for birdie.
need to improve your putting stats. And I know I showed you Ryan Gamer's respec. We had to respec. It's a forced respec. And I'm glad we did it, because the putting is a game changer.
Mark it
But
down,
we're
that's
dominating.
birdie number 5. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
That commenter was right. You got to get mad, Ryan.
Time now for a par 3.
Got to get mad. Wow. That is too funny, right? Yeah, I actually don't mind the balancing changes to the swing. I understand why they did it. It's immersion braking for the Evo swing, right? But I understand it's a balancing thing to where you don't hit a straight swing. I think a better balance, I already said it. I think when you do hit it more central, you have a big penalty if you miss. And you make that forgiveness zone tiny when you hit outside of your swing buys. Let's send it in. Hit a little baby draw, right? Little baby draw here. Into the wind. Keep playing mad, Ryan.
That really sounded pure.
Jerry
All right,
can't believe
the
it
putter
back
can
there as
come
the
out
caddy.
now.
He hasn't seen a Ryan Gamer this
Here's
mad
a putt to get to
since
12 under par.
the quarterback for the Kentucky
Okay, Henny, what
Wildcats
can you
won
tell
game
us
through
about
5
this putt?
interceptions
18-footer here is what he's facing.
in the Kentucky Wildcats series. I haven't seen Jerry probably hasn't seen Ryan that mad in that long. 18 feet uphill, 1 inch. Send it in.
Oh yeah, this is
Get
tracking
in!
nicely.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
You can't
Here's a
nerf
look at
Ryan
how
Gamer.
things stand. He is up by 2 shots.
Ryan says they tried to nerf me.
We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4.
You can take my VC. You can take my experience. You can change my Evo swing. You can't change my intensity level. Wow, I still love this game, though. They created an incredible golf game, and by the time you watch this, probably a lot of changes have already been reverted, but like the experience and VC changes, but I don't think they're going to change the swing changes. I think that is to balance these stats. It makes the archetypes more important, right?
A lot to like about that one.
It makes sculptor more important. It makes power more important. It makes everything kind of correction more important, right? Higher correction at 80, you can see the diagonal swing. Like it's a very good one. So yeah, 204 yards, downhill 12. This is going to be a fun episode for you all to watch, regardless of what changes have happened. Like you all are watching this point 2 to 3 weeks after, and I feel like it's going to be very entertaining. We're going to hit a nice little fade here. into this wind. But what you're not going to see me do anymore is this. Unless I'm playing with Ryan Jr., the sculptor build, you're not going to see me doing heavy fades anymore like I was doing because it's just impossible for me. Let's keep it simple, everybody. Let's not get too carried away. Here we go.
This is a 4-iron.
Get lucky. Get lucky. Kick it.
This one is
Kick
heading
it.
toward the rough.
I was hoping the...
And the mindset now is to get up and down from here.
I don't know what he's called there. Who's holding the sign saying quiet? I don't know what they're called on golf courses, but I was hoping he would have used that sign and kind of like a tennis racket and flipped it onto the green. Now this right here is the biggest change. So this is what I would do before. So instead, we're just gonna do a little bit. We're just gonna do a little bit of spin here, and I hope that we hit this in the same zip code. Yeah, see, that's... But again, that's a short game change I don't mind. I like the changes to short game. It was too easy to shot shape with the 65 shot shaping stat.
All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
This one pretty much looks like it's going right to left.
Ryan has 65 shot shaping. He should not be able to put full off and backspin and be able to hit. Now, although short game was still hard, we should have been able to hit a lot of the shots that we were able to hit. So I like that change. Is it going to be frustrating for new players? Yeah, probably. But new players are probably not playing on pro or above, so they won't see it. Here we go. Tempo, that's a big change on Master. It's our first tournament on Master, and
this next one though to limit the damage with the bogey.
You miss tempo, you're in trouble. I love this. In real life, if we got ourselves into that chip position, we would hit in the same spot. A pro would not be able to, like, you would have to hit the best shot ever, hit the pin to get that to stop. No other shot in your bag could stop there. So I like that change. We'll take our bogey.
That's a bogey on the scorecard, and you don't want to get
That's
the
a
rest
6
of the
birdie
field
train. You get me angry, right?
Before we get to the next hole,
Ryan, you
let's pop up
smile
the
a lot to
leaderboard
be
and show
angry.
you we've
Well,
got a tie for first place between Tommy Fleetwood and our featured player.
I just love playing games, everybody.
We're at the 9th. It's a par 4.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
That's a good swing. Not the best, but it's going to be fine. A little bit close contact. We have high contact, so that's the beautiful part about Technician. You're rewarded with Technician. You have high contact, high swing path, you're rewarded.
Yards left to the
and
hole.
I feel like with the new changes to shaping,
required for this shot as the green sits well below him.
You will be rewarded for shaping as well. And I did play a few holes as the sculptor, Ryan Jr., who had 99 sculpting. And yeah, you're definitely rewarded with sculpting. And correction, obviously. This is going to be perfect. Let's hit that baby draw. Hit that baby draw. Ryan's good. He can hit an outside-in swing and hit a baby draw. I don't know how he does it. I guess his incredible swing coach, Jerry. Ryan, how do you do that? The other pros are thrown off. Like, well, it takes a lot of skill to do an outside-in draw. Now we did it before, right? I hit a lot of outside-in draws, baby draws in this video, in this series so far.
That's a missed green.
But it would just be a straighter swing path.
Not committing to it, leaving it out.
This is the 3rd.
Let's see how the tie spinner is, actually.
For the lead.
I've not hit the tie spinner after the update, so I'm kind of... What happens if we fall off and spin it? Oh my. Anybody gonna shot shape the tie spinner? No, I don't think so. You just got to be careful now. Like, it's course management. You can't get yourself into these bad places because you're not going to be able to bail yourself out. I'm going to try to here. I'm going to do it. Full lofted backspin. I'm doing it. Okay, you can still do it.
That's a really
Now,
nice play.
It's important to point out,
And just this short one left for par.
I set up that shot wrong, right? Some of you are pointing out screen, Ryan, you realize that your swing path pulling that and your contact closed club face sent that on that left slope down that hill perfect. And if I would have stuck with the original line, that would have missed well to the right. Yeah, I realized that. Don't worry about it. That's a 5 under. Ryan hands the ball over to Jerry. It's like, Jerry.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead.
Jerry, I don't know what happened out there, but we're just playing some golf. Jerry's asking Ryan, why are you mad?
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Look, Siri's talking to me. Siri, my phone. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Siri says, I didn't get that. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. I love you, Siri, but... Send the ball, Ryan. This has been a fun episode. We're playing great golf. I was not expecting that. I was expecting to play good because Pebble Beach is one of my best played courses, but you just got to focus so much in this game to be able to get it.
This one looking pretty good off the tee.
And one thing that's important to point out, I think coming into this game and playing on pro difficulty and above, where you have to swing diagonal a little bit. So I think people see that.
Okay, we've got about a 140-yard shot
and they're coming from playing golf games for over
ball left to right.
forever. And they've been so used to hitting it straight up and down. So it feels unnatural at first. Just like it felt unnatural when you played your first golf game that introduced analog swing and you're trying to hit straight up and down when you're used to 3-click, right? So when they first added analog stick in golf games, it felt unnatural. So the only reason it feels impossible when you first start playing this game on pro or above is because you haven't done it before. You're so ingrained to hit straight up and down muscle memory. So now you're forced to do an outside in swing for a fade and a draw and inside out. Well, now you know, we've talked about it enough. I'm not going to mention it again, but you all know what I wanted to say there. But it feels unnatural because you're just not used to it. It feels natural to me now after 100 hours. I'm better at the diagonal swing than I ever was at straight swing playing now. So what felt impossible, it feels more natural now. So I'm just saying that to try to inspire you all that are being frustrated, that are kind of getting into this and being like, it just doesn't feel right. And it doesn't for quite some time, but once you get it, I'm better now with that than I am at hitting it straight. So now I'm going to hit a baby draw into this and not put this in the water. A baby draw outside in swing.
Drawing it in there beautifully.
This one is right at it. Target practice with these approach shots, just like that. And now a 6-footer is left.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Thank you, John. Beautiful.
And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard.
Do you want to win or do you want to lose? Kelm Davis is -9 through 9. We're one up on Colin Morikawa. Oh, Colin.
At a par 4.
Colin and Ryan had battles
hole after the last few.
in 2K25.
This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
That's perfect.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Time for the second shot at the 11th.
110, uphill 17 feet. Let's hit a little bit more of a fade here into this. No, we don't need to. Let's hit default fade. We have a nice fade here to aim a little bit to the right and fade this into the wind to perfection. Wait, it's uphill. Ooh, it's uphill 17 feet. What am I doing? There we go. That's the one. Good swing. Swing is on. Swing has been on lately.
It's the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt back up the hill, moving to the right.
Here we go. There's a good example. I'm much better at the diagonal swing than the putting. I mean, you've seen that this entire series. Once I learned it, now
A par putt on the table.
it wouldn't be a
fooled by
Ryan
the short
Gamer
length.
career mode
There is
series
still a lot of movement here to the left.
on PGA 2K25 without a closed club face on a putt.
Our work
If
here
we
is done.
lose, you can
Let's head
point
the
back
next
to
hole.
that hole probably.
So
Kel
no
Davis
change on
is
the leaderboard
dominating
for this player
right now.
after that hole.
This course is about to pick up
They've
difficulty.
arrived at the
Come on.
12th, a par 3.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
So you got to find the optimal zone now for sculpting. What penalty are you going to take? And with the sculptor, this optimal zone will be much better, right? So I think these changes for the stats and everything are going to make the archetypes more important. It's going to make it really, really tough and frustrating for new players, though, but I don't think many new players are playing on pro, so here we go. And if you're a new player, don't play on pro to start out. Don't do as I do and
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
play on Pro Elm or below. Learn the swing. Learn the mechanics, and then move up to pro.
And he's safely on the green.
I don't know, though. Maybe turn swing bias on if you want to play pro at one point, because you're going to have to learn that diagonal swing eventually
Trying to move to 13 deep here with
if
this
you want to
putt.
play online.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
That was a great shot. Now, this is a nightmare putt. 16 feet, downhill 5 inches.
Now look at this one come back.
Good try.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Just a simple tap in for par on this one. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage.
Collins there at 11 under. I mean, this back 9 picks up. We do have the Eagle 18th.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4.
I can't believe there's been a couple tournaments where I didn't realize till after, now going back and seeing them all and editing everything and getting them out there for you all, is the fact that there seems to be a bug or glitch that came through to where the conditions don't, the pin locations don't change. That's a big deal because we should be playing Sunday pins right now. Instead, we're playing pin 1 again. So I may not record another career mode episode for a while after this
And
one.
Henny, what's he facing with this one?
And wait for that
He's
to get
got-
fixed.
Oh, I'd say roughly 120 here.
And you can see the change in full loft and backspin. And I like that change. It emphasizes sculpting, the sculptor, and the stats. That's a great change. Get up, get up. That's perfection.
Well struck. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Are you
A
kidding
really
me?
good look at birdie.
Gotta make it one time. Come
That's
on.
8 birdies today. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
You can't nerf Ryan Gamer. That's what Ryan said.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Watch the next round in this series. I'll be back from paternity leave. I'll be a dad, and I'll be completely changed. You know, I won't be angry at all in the next tournament about the changes, and I'll have 3 weeks off to think about it. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna shoot 5 over par. It's true. It's true. This will be a forever remembered episode. Ryan pre-dad. This was the last career mode episode before Ryan became a dad. It probably is. This is the last point
Standing
career
over
mode
his
episode I'm
second
recording
shot.
before.
Currently leading by 2.
This truly will be the last, most likely, that I record before I'm a dad. That's actually going to be really funny. Hit the ball, Ryan. And you're going to see like 7 MLB The Show episodes as well. You'll see that series. Ryan Gamer going back to high school on March 14th.
That one.
This video is likely dropping after match.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Then, unless something changes.
Looking at an elevated green, definitely up the hill.
Is this where we pull out the old runner? How far can we hit the runner? 9-iron or... Okay. This is the only time you'll ever see me pull out the old runner shot. And I don't recommend you ever pull this out besides this golf hole. This is the only time where I would ever hit this shot. To run it up here and play it a little more safe. I only hit it on this golf hole in this game. Seriously. Don't try this at home. That's like the only use of the runner. You can tell I've worked on that.
Fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
I tell you, you just
Fantastic.
dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
You'll hit it one time a season, right? There might be a couple other courses I would use it on, but basically you hit that runner shot here and maybe at Torrey Pines, that long par 5, the 13th. The Nightmare, I believe, is 13th. So you won't use it very often. But when you use it, when you learn it, make sure you practice it, and you can do exactly what I did there. So satisfying. And that's how you hit a runner.
On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
It's just like in dodgeball.
And with that hole behind us,
Remember?
Our featured player is currently in first
The
place
dodgeball coach.
with Tommy Fleetwood in second.
He says, you gotta get mad. You gotta get angry. Just like that commenter on episode 1 or 2. I want to see you play a little bit more angry, Ryan. And I've let it all out today. I haven't really been angry, obviously. You know, I've just talked about the changes. I like a lot of the changes, but not all of them. If the VC changes are not changed by the time people get the game, they're going to play a season in the career mode and not be able to spend attribute points, and then they're going to leave the game. Nothing is worse in any career mode series for sports games or any game to get attribute points and not being able to spend them because you don't get enough VC because the quests no longer reward VC. That's all I'm going to say about that. I won't mention it again. Jerry's giving me a limit. You know, I could just see him over there sitting behind Ryan Gamer here and looking at me here up in the booth as well, the host of the show. And I could just see Jerry like, you're allowed to mention that twice per episode now. And now you can see why. Oh my.
Of all the golf
That's
shots
all right.
I've seen, that was one of them.
Andrew is not wrong. Out of all the golf shots I've seen, that was one of them. That's actually a good one. Thank you for that, Andrew. I needed that. And Andrew, you made us mad as well, so here we go.
He really played that well out of the bunker. That's another green and reg.
Wonderful
Andrew,
play.
keep making us
Guaranteed
mad.
birdie.
John, where's
4
John
feet
McCarthy?
to the cup.
John, tell us that's a safe shot.
That's how you get out of trouble. How about it, Rich?
Oh, yeah. There you go. Nice up and down there out of the bunker for the birdie. Way to go.
You can't
Here's
nerf
a
Ryan
quick
Gamer.
look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3. Let's check out the 16th. It's a par 4.
It also is important to point out, at the time I'm recording this video, I've been recording so many videos to get ahead for you all, and you all have watched most of those videos to this point. This might be the last one I record for 3 weeks. And I mentioned that to say because, well, I haven't slept And I have been doing nothing but working over these past, since February 15th and beyond to prepare. And I haven't slept more than probably one or 2 hours a night, maybe a couple nights more in this period that I've been recording so many episodes. All I've been doing is working. And I mentioned that to say, I may get more sleep when the newborn's here. So I'm ready, everybody. I am ready. I'm gonna get more sleep and have more rest when the newborn's here than I did over these past 2 weeks. That's so perfect. Ryan, how was it? I got so much sleep. I got to sleep for 2 hours, 30 minutes. I got a full 30 minutes, like Elf. I got a full 30 minutes.
I think he likes that one.
This is like my one of those who I know I'm close. This is one of my last videos
Our
to
leader
create.
has done it
I've been
again.
living on coffee and Coca-Cola. You all saw the
Second
episode I
shot
drank
on the
Coca-Cola.
16th
I've been
hole.
drinking a lot of pop at night, sugar, a lot eating candy to increase my energy. Oh my, it's just too funny, right? This is perfect. Send this in the hole. But I'm still having a blast. And I've played a lot of this game is what I'm getting at. So that's how I've learned this swing. And that's probably why I'm going to lose my swing after taking 3 weeks off. But I'll have my baseball swing ready. You better believe it. So how do you get
Perfect
better at
wing
2K25?
swing. Nice and easy.
You don't sleep. And yeah, there you go.
Now this putt for birdie.
7 feet uphill, 2 inches. Let's sit it in. Get in.
Putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place.
You can't nerf us if we
Let's
hit a
go
good
over
shot.
17, the par 3.
I tell you, I'm so glad I didn't use that feature to try to get this more vertical. That's going to be the biggest change for people when they load into this game. I could not imagine what... At the time, after I record this video, I'm gonna go over to the Discord for PGA 2K and look at Reddit because I am sure there's been a lot of meltdowns over there. That's a big change. We're gonna hit a baby draw on an inside out. No, we're not.
This is a 7-iron on the way.
Focus up, Ryan.
This one could end up on the beach.
Oh my.
Looking to get up and down from here.
Now, this is an important thing to point out. Nobody's going to hit a splash anymore. Nobody. Because the shot you need to hit here is basically full loft and backspin. Look what happens when I do that. That's the old shot I used to hit. Nobody's going to hit a splash anymore. Everybody's going to have to hit the pick shot. So you're going to see the pick shot hit almost 99% of the time now by everybody. And now, as you can see, it looks like the pick shot doesn't travel as far, but that's okay. Or maybe that's how far it traveled. I don't remember. So basically, you need to be a technician and get the pick shot because you're going to need it.
This could be a big moment, trying to save par.
Because if that's a splash shot with the way it plays, it's going to spin out 45 yards.
That putt goes in. Time to make a move.
Now, if you're a sculptor, you can hit it, though.
Our featured
This is
player
incredible.
still sits atop the leaderboard. Okay, we've reached the final hole of the event. Let's see if he can get this done.
I tell you, I can't wait to read your all's comments on this one. Because I can see the comments now. Ryan, I want you to know, despite what you may feel with the game, none of it has changed. They give you 1,000 VC every round now, right? No, I mean, no. You're all going to say, yeah, Ryan, don't play the game and look at the VC after the round. They give you 159 now. No, you get like 2,000 after every round, Ryan. Wait, I think I'm saying it backwards. Okay, let me try this again here on the 18th hole. What a beautiful view here. What I'm trying to say is you all will say, like, right, it only gives you 25 VC after a round now. Don't look at it. It's only 25 so that I play mad and play that fierce level in future episodes, right? Oh my, that's great. You're all like, yeah, Ryan, did you see it? You get no VC after a round now, and they give you minus VC for completing career mode quests now. You don't even get anything. Let's win the tournament. I can see your all's comments now, though. Yeah, Ryan, you didn't see that, you actually can't shot shape anymore. They removed it. To get me inspired for the next round.
Second shot here at 18.
I need to get a screenshot here, and let's take a look at this beautiful shot here from the tee box, walking up to the 18th. This has been a fun one. You know, it's been a fun round. We've talked about a lot, you know. We've talked about a lot about the day one patch. Oh, did you, Ryan? I hadn't noticed. Oh my, this is great. This is going to be an episode people will be like, go back and watch, you know, in the future here in the Ryan Gamer series. Remember that one time at Pebble Beach? No, I don't remember that one time. You got to block the sun with Ryan here. I can't really get a good screenshot here. The sun's too bright. That sun's too bright, everybody. Huh. Okay, let's play some golf and get an eagle here. We're dominating here. You cannot nerf Ryan Gamer. You can take away his VC, keep taking it away. He'll punish you on the golf course. You cost 175 to improve him now? All right, take it out on the course, right? Take it out on the course, Ryan. Hopefully it's back down to 125 by the time you're watching this. Or they at least give you 175 every time you level up. Hit the ball, Ryan. Oh.
I think this one will be in the sand.
Yeah, I think so, Andrew.
The ball in the greenside bunker.
Let's hit the old pick shot here. I don't think anybody will hit the splash anymore. Well, I guess if you don't have a technician. And before you get to 85 now, and it's going to take about 100 or so. No, it's going to take, 100 hours to probably get to level 100 with the new experience system. I mean, sorry, level 85. I got to 85 at probably the 60-hour mark. Maybe 60. And then I got to 90 at maybe 70. Something like that. Maybe I'm off on that. Might have been 100. Here we go. Perfection.
That's a fantastic shot by our leader. This putt here is for the clubhouse lead.
This is a master difficulty perfection. What happens when Ryan Gamer gets a little bit angry? Well, he posted 11 under his best round in the game on master. This is going to go down in history as one of Ryan Gamer's best sporting performances on the channel. And he just had to get a little bit angry. He had to talk about a lot. The funny thing is, when you all watch this video, hopefully a lot of the experience and VC and some of the changes have been, you know, it's all new right now, right? So likely you all are probably hopefully getting more VC, and the leveling still doesn't cost 175, and you're getting VC every time you're leveling up. They added VC back to the quest. So it's going to be funny when you all are watching this, because you see my initial reaction right after just finding all this out, right? Now, as far as the swing changes, I like that part. I like the short game changes. I like it. I like that shot shaping is more punishing. I truly do, because shaping should be the primary determinant of those forgiveness zones. So, yeah, it's still, you can see as a technician, it's still forgiving, and as it should be. We have 94 contact, and we're hitting the ball well, but we should not be able to sculpt very well, and that's part of it, right? And I'm okay. I like the short game changes. I think full loft and backspin should be very penalizing on every short game shot for the rough. Have you tried to do it in real life? So I like those changes. That's a birdie. Let's go.
As he sinks that putt, he will take over the clubhouse lead, but will it be enough to hold on? Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.
Thank you, Andrew. Andrew called us out a little bit that round too. John was quiet. John's like, I've seen Ryan Gamer on the ice in NHL series on the channel, and I've seen Ryan in the world of WWE. You don't mess with Ryan the Punisher when he gets a little bit angry. John just stayed away in that round. He was just, I think he read a few putts, but John was just completely silent out there. We did it. Add another trophy. Our first Master Difficulty tournament. They changed the swing. They tried to nerf Ryan. They made everything more challenging. We conquered that challenge and still played great golf. But here's the thing. Sometimes in this game, you just need a little bit of, what is the word I'm looking for? Ferocity? Ferocity? Is that even a word? Fierceness? Fierceness is definitely not a word. You gotta play fierce sometimes, and clearly that's what we did today to win. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? I'm glad they patched the game. I probably would have lost this tournament. I just posted my best round ever. After their changes to taking away Ryan's VC and everybody's VC. Taking away the experience. Taking away the quest progress. It made Ryan mad, and he took it out on the course for you all. I want you to know, Ryan, before he went out there, this was inspired to each and every one of you all. So that when you level up your character, you should get enough VC to spend an attribute point. This was for you all. Ryan did this for you all. He left it all out there. Now, whether or not by the time this video comes out in 3 weeks, is it, hopefully you all are already earning more VC, but Ryan did this for you all, everybody. Ryan did it all for you. Wow, what a day. What a video. What a battle. It's gonna be so funny because I'm gonna get comments probably like on my throughout those 3 weeks before I played the patch version. All my videos are the previous version. Everybody's like, Ryan, what'd you think about the new day one patch, right? Well, just wait. All I'm gonna say is episode 15 is when you'll see it, right? Yeah, I'll see you in episode 15. And you all will get to see those initial reactions. And I feel like this was just a great display of golf. Now, Ryan Gamer shot 11 under. Colin Morikawa shot 9 under. What a comeback for Colin. What? So, you know, we're at 83 AI difficulty, and they're still dominating. So I like it. I think we're not going to shoot an 11 under probably ever again. Watch, I'm going to come back after 3 weeks being off and play a golf round, and you're all be like, Ryan, what happened? Well, Ryan took a 3-week vacation. Or the real Ryan took a 3-week vacation or paternity leave, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, this is likely the last video I'm recording. I may record a couple more. I don't know. It depends. I probably will record a couple more, but it's going to be funny for you all to see this one. This is going to be the one many of you are waiting on. That was just awesome. You know, you got to play fierce sometimes. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? We played like Ryan the Punisher in NHL 24 and WWE. Hopefully we punish baseballs like that in MLB The Show 25. Matt Fitzpatrick, we dominated against Matt. I mean, that was just a pure display of golf. Master difficulty, are we ready for it? Yeah, you better believe it. Yeah, I'm ready. I am ready as can be, everybody. I am ready as can be. So, Ryan Gamer gets the win. Kelm Davis in second. Tommy Fleetwood, Colin Morikawa, and Justin Thomas. 17 under winning that tournament. Nobody ever would have guessed that. Let's go to event stats and take a look at this post-round event stats for the final round. We dominated. 85 fairways, 83 greens, proximity to hole 19. Putting superb. You get me mad on the greens, I dominate. That respec was huge, right? Actually improving putting, decreasing power. We didn't need that power. A par breaker's great. Birdie conversion of 80. Do you want to win or do you want to lose, YouTube? 12 birdies, 5 pars, 1 bogey. Wow. Event total. Here we go. Let's take a look. 89 fairways, 77 greens, 18 proximity to hole in our first Masters tournament. Putting exceptional across the board. Birdie conversion of 64. That is how you win golf tournaments, everybody. You got to play fierce. 18 birdies. We went from a 6 under to an 11 under. 17 pars, only 1 bogey on the week. 1 bogey. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? And here's the thing that's important to point out. So, you know, I was talking about how I like the changes to short game, making it harder, making sculpting or the shaping stat more important and the different stats more important and impactful. But here's what it's important to realize. This is coming from somebody, me, who's been playing golf games for many, many years. And I'm a player who has a lot of experience in golf games. And it's important to also look at it through the lens of casual players diving into this game for the first time. Me, I've played this game over 100 hours or like so far, and it took me how long to learn the swing? 40 to 50 hours of the first look demo, and then an additional 60 hours of the main game to start to get a hang of the Evo swing. So what is that, over 100 hours? And not many people will like that grind, right? I love it. As a player, as somebody who loves golf in real life and loves the golf video games, I accept that challenge. But some of the changes they made today on February 28th, 2025 will really affect new players diving in the game, especially players who want to play online, right? If you want to play online ranked, you got to play pro and you got to play a diagonal swing plane. Now, you can still play online matchmaking, casual matchmaking on Pro Elm to hit a straight swing path, which I think a lot of players will be doing. But it is important to point out these changes affect a lot of new players diving into this game, and it's going to be interesting to see what new players think about it. So now, as you can see, the VC for all the rewards has decreased as well per round. You gain a lot more experience for your My Player on Quest now. But the problem is you don't get enough VC to actually spend those attribute points. So that is a big problem because for players like me who love career modes, you're basically forced to play other modes to get experience and to level up your career character, right? And that should never be a thing. Somebody should never think you're playing a career mode that you have to play an online mode to earn VC or that you have to buy VC to get your player better. I hope all of this has changed when you're watching this video. You could be watching this video a year from now or 2 years or 5 years from now, and likely all this has been reverted because I know people are going to be vocal about this. I know there's going to be a lot of people vocal about this, and but it's important to point out the new player experience that the new players from the Deluxe and Legend Editions who started playing on February 21st, like myself, who've been playing the game for 7 days prior to February 28th, had a very different experience system, a very good VC leveling system. Like you felt like you're rewarded, and it still was a grind, don't get me wrong. The VC was still a grind, but you got it a lot through quests. You felt like you were really rewarded in the career mode, and they took that away at the time I'm recording this video. So now in career, you cannot fully level up your character. You're gonna have to play other modes. You're gonna have to get VC other ways because you no longer get VC for quests. I think they'll revert it. I truly think they will, and I hope they do. But yeah, we'll see. If they haven't, by the time I post this video, I would be shocked because the new player experience is not good. T-Talk Times interview here. With your amazing recent success, do you think you are the favorite in each upcoming tournament for the remainder of the season? You know this. If I continue to get mad, yes. Like, sure, why not? I've been playing my best golf and plan to keep up the momentum going. Ryan's mad now. Ryan the Punisher is out for this interview. Considering the incredible tournaments you've had this season, how much does today's victory mean? Well, you know what? Many more victories to come. What can I say? I play great and the results speak for themselves. I'm incredibly happy and I've got a feeling this is just the beginning of many more victories. Ryan's going rogue. T-Tracker. Congratulations on a great start to the season. Some golf experts say you're the #1 contender to win the Legends Championship this year. Do you agree? That's the same. We've already had this about Grandma. That's the same one. T-Tracker, you already asked us that same question. Let's go. Golf is unpredictable. Wow, it's an honor. But let's not forget golf is unpredictable. I'll give it my best shot and hope for a strong performance. 2,000 fans. Whereas you better hope the bogey bulletin busters don't show up. Imagine. You notice Ryan changed back into his round 1 attire after that round. What a win. Do you think your down-to-earth attitude is a factor in winning? Yeah, just don't interview the caddy Jerry, please. Don't interview Jerry today. Jerry's he's at the clubhouse eating dinner. Don't you worry about interviewing Jerry. Yeah, I believe so. It helps me maintain perspective, stay calm, and not get too caught up in the moment. Stay calm. Oh my, Ryan, you just played the fiercest round of golf we've seen in 4 years in the career mode series. No, you saw me at East Lake get super mad. I've never been more mad than East Lake Golf Club in PGA 2K21. Yeah, so no. I believe so. Jerry, 12,000 fans. Jerry's in the clubhouse, and Jerry's just like, what just happened, right? Jerry's in the clubhouse eating a cheeseburger, you know, getting food and spending time with the other pro golfers. Ryan's out here in the press conference, and just Jerry can tell he's coming unglued. Like, he can see it in his facial expressions. Just oh my, this is too good. This episode was fun, everybody, and we did it. Like, we battled so much adversity in this round. I mean, just think of what we just played. We just played a much harder version of the game, and I got fierce and locked it in, told life stories, talked about the changes, and at the same time had an insane birdie stretch on the front and got mad and dominated. I got a question for you all. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? It's a simple question with a simple answer that Ryan answered today. The simple answer is yes, but how are you going to do it? You got to play fierce. You got to play strong. And, you know, we'll start remembering this. I feel like I played just like I played in the Impossible Challenge series in 2K23 today at Central Park AG in attempt 66. That's probably the maddest I've ever been in a round. And today, I wouldn't say I was mad, right? It's more I was just kind of, I don't know what you call today's attitude during the round. I still had a smile on my face most of it. I still had fun. But I was just like, I don't know. I don't even know. But I do know that TPC Scottsdale better watch out. I can tell you right now, TPC Scottsdale, you better watch out. I played the back nine for 50 hours in the first look demo. Played terrible there. Like, I'm just going to be honest. I played terrible. My swing was terrible. But I played it. I know this course. And if we lose this, that'd be the most shocking thing ever. So you all got a break from TPC Scottsdale. Good. You saw a lot of those on the channel for the first look demo. We're going to the week 6 tournament here. TPC Scottsdale, the Waste Management Phoenix Open in the next episode. But what does this mean is we won, which means we have 5 skill points to spend. And then you might say, well, Ryan, do you? And the answer to that is no. VC is way too limiting now. So I just want to point out, I played for 6 hours after this update yesterday on February 27th. And I played so many rounds. The Quest, none of them had VC. None of them had VC at the time I'm recording this. A few of them do, but it's not a lot. So I barely earned enough VC. I mean, you know, I earned enough to maybe spend like 3 skill points or 4 or 5 or whatever. It's not enough. It is a grind. I feel like 90 was a great number. Honestly, I think 126, the way it was at the beginning of early access, was perfect. So I don't know. I feel like I can't even spend 5 skill points now because I have no clue what to spend it on, right? Because I don't even know if I have VC. How much is it going to cost? 5 skill points is $875 now. $875. Let's do the math. This used to be 125, right? This used to be 125 times 5. Should be simple math. 625. They increased it by what? 250? Yeah, you all like, Ryan, use it as birdie fuel. That's right, Ryan. That's right. That's 250 more VC, Ryan. Take it out on TPC Scottsdale. Jerry's just going to have his calculator out on the course. Ryan, did you just use a Did you just use a TI-30XS multi-view Texas Instrument calculator for the most simple math ever? Yeah, yes, I did. This thing's a beauty. And Jerry's going to be carrying this out in the course. And Jerry's going to randomly show it to Ryan. He's going to be walking around the fans and just randomly show that number, 250. Fans are going to be holding up signs, 250. And every time we don't get a birdie, Jerry's going to be holding that sign, 250, Ryan. 250. 250, and you are going to start in future episodes on the channel, like MLB The Show, WWE, and all the other sports career modes, College Football 26, you are going to start leaving 250 in the comments, and nobody's going to have a clue what that means besides you all who watched episode 15. You all were here. And 250, right? I don't want to spend 875. I'm spending it at the beginning of the next episode because they're going to change this in 3. They're going to change this, right? Tell me they're going to change it. This is going to be changed. There's no way this stays. 175? Are you kidding me? To spend 17, it's 297? No, that won't. We're not spending nothing. That's going to change. There's no way they don't revert that. New players would stop playing the game because you're going to get so much experience from the quest and career mode. It's like, oh, that's great. How do I improve my player? Oh, you need VC. Oh, how do I get VC? Oh, you just got to play 500 rounds of golf to improve your player. But I just want to play career mode. Well, okay. Well, you can play career mode, but yeah, you better complete the weekly and daily quest and outside modes too. And then many people will leave. So that's why it's going to change. They're going to get the numbers, and they're going to see that new players going to get so frustrated with the system. They're going to be like, this game wants me to buy VC, and I'm not buying it. I just want to play career mode and have fun. And this is going to be changed by the time you're watching this. If it's not, I don't even know what I would say, everybody. If by the time I record episode 16, if this is not changed, that's 3 weeks of time would pass. That's 3 weeks of time. The next episode, I'll be a dad. That's right. Your next episode, I'll be a dad, and I may be completely different, right? I still had fun in today's episode. Like, I was still myself and smiled and joked and had a good time. And was I playing a little bit more fierce with a little bit of edge? Yes. And, you know, I feel like I left it all out there for you all here on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel, but this is going to be an entertaining video to watch back before I come back to creating content. We'll never forget episode 15. It is episode 15, right? I think so. Yeah, it is episode 15. You all were here, but this will be changed. The new player experience, right? It won't last. It won't last. So, because you all saw it. You all saw how great progression was for the first 14 episodes in the career mode. You felt rewarded. You got VC. You got a lot per round, and then it's completely changed. There's no way it's going to stick. And you all might be watching this video and be like, well, Ryan, I hate to tell you that it did stick. Yeah, we'll see. If y'all got some enjoyment on this incredible win today, my best round in this game ever, drop a like, subscribe for more, and you can check out my different playlists, my different career mode playlists in the video description below. By the time you're watching this, likely the MLB The Show 25 series is about 5 or 6 episodes in if everything goes to plan. So check out Ryan Gamer going back to high school and then college and then making his way to major leagues in one of my favorite series on the channel, MLB The Show Road to the Show. But I will see you all in the next one. We'll always remember the number 250 now, and that will be what everybody chants. One time 250. One time 250 in the stands of these tournaments to make Ryan play electric golf. I'll see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.